I have a cat and I named her Cement. Like any proud pet owner, she's my greatest joy as well as my greatest accomplishment. Only 2 weeks old when we first met. She fits in the palm of my hand. I named her after the color of her matte gray color fur. When this fluffy little creature raised her head, her eye met mine, and I knew I wanted to take care of her. My first step of adopting Cement was to convince my parents that I was ready for this challenge. My first attempt failed as I cried and begged, promising I could take care of her. Despite their concern, my parents agreed that if I earn a score of 90 on my TOEFL exam, I will get to keep this cat. I accepted still and refocused my mission. Every day after school, I went straight to my TOEFL classes, practicing questions and memorizing vocabularies. My effort paid off, and I earned exactly 90 on that exam. That day, my aunt drove me to a shelter to adopt her, and Cement became a member of my family. My lesson in responsibility was not over. In fact, I had just begun. On her first day home, Cement had an unexpected accident directly on my beanbag. I realized quickly that I would have to clean up after her, train her to use the litter box, and take care of her every need. I fed her every meal, wiped her face, and washed her bowl, which became a part of my daily routine. Because I committed to caring for this cat entirely on my own, the cost of veterinary visits, food, litter, toys all came from my wallet. I wanted to give her the best I could, meaning it was not cheap. I even had to borrow $500 from my aunt to get Cement sterilized. I dedicated my free time to do extra housework to pay her back. I learned to manage my money and support my furry friend. Many people ask me, was it worth it? I will always answer, yes, because I chose to accept this responsibility. During that process of teaching Cement to be a good cat, feeding her food, or playing with her, I learned the importance of being responsible for everything you ask for. I learned that a promise is not only valuable to others, but taught me something as well. I became more independent during the process. The bond between Cement and I grew stronger. She seemed to recognize the hard work to care for her, and she grew even closer to me. Every day when she climbs up to my bed and lays next to me, and I watch her quietly fall asleep, that is the moment when all my stress and tiredness flies away. Shoutouts. Miss Blanchett, thank you for listening to all my nonsense stories, pushing me to learn calculus and being a mentor for me all the time. I will never forget you and your fun math classes. Mr. Holloway, thank you for being the best advisory I can ask for in the past 4 years of my high school. I enjoy hearing your funny jokes. Miss Bonici, English is hard, but you taught me a lot. I'm grateful for all you did for me. Mr. Brahma, taking AP Physics 1 in my senior year was a bad decision, but I still did it because you are the teacher of that class. Mr. Peterson, you're the best PE and ASP teacher. I will come back and visit you with a high five. Miss A, words cannot describe how much help you have given me during my first 2 years in RHP. I remember coming to your office and chatting with you after every PE class. I know I rarely talk to you when I enter high school, but the help you given to me during my hard time, I will forever be grateful. To all my friends, thank you for being with me through all my times in RHP. I will never forget you guys. My aunt, I did not imagine that we would be this close when I first arrived in America. You're the best aunt I can ask for. To my cousin, I always introduce you as my sister. Living with you for 6 years in America would be the best memory between you and me. To my parents, thank you for supporting me with everything I do.